In this video, we're not going to be talking about managing Ansible with the regular user. So we have been on the past video controlling Ansible as a root, which is not going to be the proper ID. Usually, it's not good to work as root in a Linux environment. And also, as a root, you can affect the job of other people that will be logging on the system. So for that, we're going to try to create a user in which we're going to be managing an Ansible, which so that every user will be able to have a different project with their account. So here I'm going to create a user admin by doing a user at capital G. I'm going to add that user in a wheel group automatically, and I'm setting the user admin. And I'm gonna give that user a password by doing a echo. I'm gonna give him the password of Red Hat. So echo Red Hat. I'm gonna pass that to the user admin. And I want to make sure that every time that I will be executing a command, it shouldn't asking for the password. For that, I need to do echo admin all equal all no password. Oh, and I'm going to redirect this output into etc sudo .d admin. So as I already create the user admin here, I'm going to try to create a user admin on all the client machine, the machine that I will be controlling. And for that, I'm going to use my adder command to do so. So I will do Ansible all -I inventory -m. I'm using the shell module -a. I'm just gonna copy this command here and put it there to make it easy on myself. So the user admin is being created on those two machines over here. And I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna assign the password Red Hat to those two machines as well. And also want to make sure that as I will be executing those commands, shouldn't be asking me for the password. So I'm gonna enter to avoid my system to get confused. I'm gonna put here the single quote to set the difference between the two. So at this point, I already went ahead and create the user admin on all the environment. So I can decide to switch and become a user admin and start doing everything right now as a user admin. So Ansible is set up in a way that you can have a configuration for each different home directory. So if I do here Ansible -- version, it's telling me that type it wrong, Ansible version. So it's telling me that here it still will be using the main configuration file located into etc when we are going to be executing everything we want. So I want to create a configuration here for the home directory of user admin. So I'm going to do a vim ansible cfg, and here I'm going to set the parameter that I want for this configuration file, which is going to be a default. And here I'm going to set a inventory equal inventory. And down here, I want to make sure that every time that I will be executing a command as a user admin, is going to enter the word sudo automatically every time. And for that, there's another set of configuration here that is a privilege underscore escalation. And then here, I'm going to set it to become equal true. So every time that admin going to execute a command, is going to enter a sudo in front of it automatically with Ansible. So if I do again Ansible -- version, now it's telling me that it's not going to use the main configuration anymore. Now it's going to use the configuration that is located inside the home directory of the user admin. Ansible even go more further. You can set a configuration for each particular project that you are working on. For instance, if I'm working on a project where I will be building cars, for example, and I will set it into cars. And here, if I do again Ansible -- version, it's telling me that this project would still use the main configuration because Ansible doesn't see any configuration inside the card directory. So we're going to create a config here, Ansible.cfg. And here I'm going to set it as I want, but I'm going to make it the same thing just to be easy. Default and inventory equal inventory. And I'm also going to set the second one for the sudo, which is going to be a privilege underscore escalation. And I'm going to set it to become equal true. So every time I will be entering the sudo command automatically. So here at this point, if I do again Ansible -- version, it's telling me that it's going to use the configuration that is finding inside the car directory. So now I can set now the inventory, and here I can specify the IP or either the machine on where I will be working on the project relating to cars. And here we can have a web with all the different set of IP that go to go in that area. And we're going to have a DB with the set of IP that are going to go in that area as well. So I can save this. So I say right now, as a user admin, I haven't sent my keys to the other machine yet. So we're going to generate a keygen for user admin. And we're going to send our keys to those machines over there. And the password we guess what Red Hat, same thing for the second one. Password we gave were the same thing as well. So at this level that everything is already been configured as we want, we can go ahead and do a quick testing by installing a package to that machine. So I will use my hardware to do Ansible all -I inventory, and then the -M. Let me use the DNF module to install a package. And the name of the package I'm trying to install here is Vim. And the state is going to be latest. So, and this was a way of testing, because I know that to install package, the user admin will need to have the sudo permission. So by using this is gonna give me a good and great idea if everything works fine. So as we can see here, our Vim package was able to be installed. So we can say so far that our configuration is good, and now we can start managing Ansible or using Ansible as a user admin. To be more professional, we're gonna stop and block people to have access to our system as a root. To do that, we're gonna disable the root login. So on this machine that I'm logging in, so right now I'm going to check what is the status of root login by doing permit root login. And I'm trying to look at that inside etc sshd.config. And we see here that the permission to root is set to yes, so it's allowing root to log in. We want to disable that. We're going to use our set command to do so by doing a sudo set -I, and the single quote. I'm trying to search for anything that would begin with permission, with permit root login, and it's going to finish with yes. And I'm trying to change that by adding the # in front of it as I'm commenting it, and I'm changing this message to no. And I'm doing that inside etc sshd config. So I'm here, set -A, or here I forgot to end the line on my set, and I can go ahead and check again what is the status here. Now it has set to no, people cannot have access to it. Let me restart SSHD service. So systemctl restart SSHD. I'm going to do the same thing as well to all the machine that I will be managing. So Ansible all -I inventory -M. I'm going to use the shell module. So first thing, we can start by checking what is a status of it on those machines by using this command. So we see that here root, people can log in as root on those two machines. Let's change that. We're going to comment it by using our set command here. So the set command here gonna comment the two line, and if we verify it again, the two machine have changed to so that users should not be able to log in anymore, and I need to restart by doing a systemctl restart SSHD. So to verify if that work, for example, let try to install another package as user root. Maybe here we are trying to install wget, and installing wget with mentioning that we want to be able to do so as user root. So as we are pressing enter here, it's telling us like user root on this machine is permission denied, so root cannot log in there. But if we remove the user root, and we know that our user admins have the sudo permission because we have set it inside our Ansible configuration, and we see that here we are able to install that package nicely and easily. So from now on, moving forward, we're gonna do our best to manage our or use Ansible as a regular user instead of being working with root, which is going to be ideal for the environment in what we are trying to do, and also set Ansible, set the configuration on Ansible inside a particular project that we are trying to work on. So that takes have fun and enjoy.